What's up, YouTube? Well, I just got back from the junkyard today and was able to find a 92 Chevy Astro van steering box. This is what it looks like. And this is a direct bolt up. The lines, the steering shaft, and the bolts to the frame back here all line up to S10s. I love Chevy for that reason. Now, if you want to get this box, you got to get a two-wheel drive box. The four-wheel drive boxes are totally different, and it wouldn't work. Here's the shaft, steering shaft removed. As you can see, it's very small. It's not that long. And that was on there like so. And I just little persuasion with some tools. And this, of course, we got it off. Now, a lot of people wonder why I cut these lines. Because I went to the junkyard with a very large assortment of tools, and halfway there I forgot that I didn't put my line wrenches in. So the easiest thing for me to do, instead of worry about stripping very, very rusty Pennsylvania bolts and rounding off the nuts, I just cut them pretty flush and zip them right off with a 18mm socket. It just makes it easier. Now this will bolt right into my truck, and as you can see, the pitman arm on these faces forward. That helps with the correction of the steering and everything. Now I was able to get rid of, well, I'm not going to get rid of, but I was able to run the factory box, as you can see, is facing backwards, the pitman arm is. And I was able to run this because I went spring under, and I reamed the tie rod out so the drag link would be accepted through the tie rod from behind it. So, it worked. Wasn't the best setup, but it got me through, and it worked. Now, these all, it's pretty much just those 3 bolts that hold it onto the side of the frame. It's a rat's nest in here, but all the power steering stuff comes off and stays. The lines will stay there. I'll put the new box in, and everything should bolt right in. It's a direct bolt-in box. It's a beautiful thing. Chevy was always good with that. I'll probably clean this thing up. It's a little crusty, not in mint condition by any means, but it feels tight. It doesn't feel like it's going to cause me any problems. But when it's in the van, it was actually, let's see here. It was actually mounted upside down. So the pitman arm was facing down. So it scared me a little bit because I wasn't sure what I was looking at until I, took a closer look and figured out that, oh, that's how they work. But it was a very tight operation to get this out. If you've ever worked on an Astro van, they are not fun. Excuse me. However, the job got done, and I was successful to find what I needed. I don't know if I'm going to run this pitman arm. I'll probably try to reuse the one that's on my old steering box. Another thing that's wonderful is you can take a pitman arm from an Astro van box and put it on a Ford box, and take a Ford pitman arm off a Bronco and from the late 80s and put it on a early to late 90s S10. It's a beautiful thing. I believe that over there, that big truck in there, is running some sort of a Ford drop pitman arm on the factory box on that. So everything works great. But that's all I have right now. So any questions, comments, please leave them down below, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. Until next time, we'll see where we are with the S10. Have a good one.